Hey guys, it's Ethan back at it again with another video. So guys, today we are going to be talking about inputs and how we can use them in a game. So inputs are kind of like print statements, and I'm going to get into that in a minute. But what inputs are is, let's say you play a game, right? Most people play Minecraft or something like that. So when you press W, right? So when you press W, that equals walk, right? Walk forward, right? And A equals left, and then D equals right, and then S equals backward, right? Okay, so that's kind of what input is. So as I said, input is kind of like a print statement. So I want to show you something. So if we make x equal print high, right, and we save that, and I already made a thing called input.py, and I entered it in my desktop. So we're just going to do cd desktop input.py, and then we're also going to copy that. It's going to say high, right? So we don't even need to print x later on if we want to print it. Same for input. If we do x equals input and then high, and we save that, and then we run it, it's going to say high. So I'm going to show you how to write an input line. So what input's going to do is, as I said, like look over here, it's going to do two things. You're going to be able to write here, and you're going to be able to write like that. So today's project, to show you how input works, we're going to be making a multiplicator. So we're going to have three numbers that are going to be multiplied. So it's going to go like this. We're going to create a function called multiplicator, and then we're going to write this, and then we're just going to put it in the colon, because when we make a function, you know. So we're going to assign three variables, x, y, and z. So x is going to equal to the input of this. So input is kind of like a print statement, except it's going to be able to let the user write something. So what is your first number that you want to multiply? And then what I usually like to do is I put a colon and a space, so it looks kind of more professional. So next we're going to do a y. X, y, z. So y equals the input of, so input is the user's thing. So input is kind of like a variable, but it's able to be changed by the user. So input, what is your second number? We're going to do the same thing. So we're going to do z equals input, and then what's it called? Z equals the input of, if you want to multiply a third number, put it here. If not, say no. So what this is going to do, if not, say no. How do I do this? If not, say no. Okay. So then we're going to put that and then go space. So this is what we're going to write. So what is your second number that you want to multiply? So if I run this, I don't know why it went so far up. It's going to ask us, I don't know why it didn't run, Control S. What the heck? File, save, imp.py. That's weird. That in .py. 1 sec. Okay, so I want you to write in the comments why this is not working. I'm gonna open up command prompt again. And the reason it's not working is because we need to kind of call the function, because it's like a variable. If you assign a function, is basically a variable, but it can only work if it's run. So this will not work at the moment. So what we want to do is, what is your first number that we want to multiply? Let's say we want to multiply 1 times 2 times 3, right? But I said this, right? I said, if you want to multiply a third number, put it here. If not, say no. So what if the person says no? So what we're going to be doing is, if z equals, and then no, because that's what we told them to write, then z is going to equal 1. Because what z means is it's just another input that it's already going to be multiplied by in the next statement. So what happens is, anything multiplied by 1 is that number. So let me just give you guys an example. So 1 times 2 is 2. No, 2 times 1 equals 2. But if we do 2 times 2 times 1, it's going to be 4, not like 5 or something like that. So z is going to equal 1 if we do that. So next, we have something else. So we're going to do the print statement. So now it's going to be now I'm going to do a wrong answer here, just so I can show you guys, just so I can test you guys. So we're going to write your answer is, and then we're going to do that, comma, plus x times y times z, right? Okay, now tell me if this is gonna work. So wait, we're gonna have to call this, so multiplicator. I don't know why it's writing on both. What the heck? So now we're gonna call multiplicator with that, and we're just gonna save that, imp.py, and it's gonna say what's the first. So let's do 2 times 2 times 2, and it's gonna say can multiply sequence by non-int of type string. So tell me what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Now we're gonna write this. Since it says int, we're gonna change everything into an int. Since at the beginning, an input is always gonna be a string when someone writes it. So we're gonna change it into an integer, which is what int means, I think. Okay, so we're gonna add that. And now tell me in the comment section below if this is gonna work. What? Oh, I backslid, took off command prompt. So let's do this. imp.py. Let's just do 2 times 2 times 2. And it's gonna say can only concentrate string, not into string. So what this is saying is you cannot print a string plus ints. So what are we gonna do now? I want you to pause this video and I want you to actually follow along with me. And what are we gonna do? I'm gonna give you 10 seconds, or you can pause it, take how long you want. Okay, now I'm gonna give you the answer. So since always when we do a print statement and we're trying to add a string to that, but we want the string to equal a number and not a string, how are we going to make it to a number but a string after that? So we give the input of something. Here, one sec. Let me pull up a notepad. Okay, you guys can see this, right? So, the input equals a string, right? So, if our input equals 1, it's going to equal 1, like that. It's not going to equal 1 like that. So, what's going to happen is when you print a number, it's not going to necessarily be a string if you want to add or like multiply it together, because you can only multiply numbers. You can't multiply words because the computer thinks that if it's a string, it's a word, not a number. So what we need to do now is we need to make the number an integer. So now it's equal to 1. But when your string can't be added to a number, it can only be a string plus a string. So now we're going to have to make all the integers now strings. So what are we going to do? We're actually going to do something called a stringer or whatever. I call it a stringer. And it's going to combine all of these into a string. Great, Control Z. So let's do this. And we're going to do... I hate when this happens, bro. I don't know how to fix that. I really need to learn how to do that. Selection, edit, undo, overwrite characters. Oh, that's it. Oh, edit, I think I'm gonna have to do... That's weird. So I'm just showing you guys that when you're going to be coding, you're going to have to be doing a lot of different things, and you're going to have to be learning on your way. So even me, I don't even know how to do this right now. Here, let's search it up, because I actually don't know how to do this. How to stop overwrite mode in Sublime Text. Preferences, and then we need to go to preferences, key bindings, and I think I need to do that. Okay, wait. I'm trying to like I'm gonna learn this after, but what we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna just reopen it because I don't know how to do it otherwise. So yeah, I'm gonna be right back. Okay. There we go. Okay, so the real reason what we're gonna do is we're gonna make everything a string inside of the actual string. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna turn the int to a string once the int turns the string into a number. So it's really complicated, but now watch how this is gonna work. So we're gonna do imp.py. What the heck? Oops. Imp.py. And then we're gonna do 2 times 2 times 2. And it's gonna say your answer is 8. So it works. But what if we wanna do imp.py and 2 times 2? And what if we say no to this? It's gonna say 4. So yeah, this is a really simple multiplicator. And if you guys want, I'm gonna leave a link, or actually I'm just gonna paste this in the section below just so you know you did it right. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.